and welcome to the Indian Gaming Series. And tonight we are on to the first round of day 5, and here we can see the teams are on to the blue side, the BBH, and the team Sentinels on to the red side. And guys, on to the caster 6. I'm your caster Yuna. Along with me, I have a really amazing co-caster Debbie.
Guided.
Hi, it's good to be casting with you here now. And actually, this is our first time, right, together. And I'm looking forward to it as well. But we're going back to the serious position right now. Let's head back into this drafting phase because I can't wait to see what the drafting is gonna be like. Because these tournaments so far, we have seen so many different kinds of heroes being banned out, and this is not a different story we have seen so far because Wilson is always gonna be banned, but it is a very unique place he's in right now because we have seen Wilson always being banned by the second pick teams, not the first pick teams mostly. So I would say just taken away may be possible for BBH that they do not play any kind of mates that early game mates, because I've seen they took out 2 mages right here.
I think the team BBS literally don't want to give the really good mid laners onto the opponent team, because this both mid laners are doing great into the season. The Sicilian with the batteries onto the late game dealing a lot of damage, and Jushin being really annoying from the early to the late game. She is doing a lot of damage, and she has a really special place onto the banning panel. So I guess they don't want to give her really great mages for the team. And I was thinking they're gonna give another mage.
And the other have fighter jungle, but they do want to take out any kind of threat that's gonna be very bad for them as well. But we have seen yet another different ban from this team. It's gonna be the Johnson too. The threat that Johnson imposed into this game is kind of a very impeccable impact onto any kind of mazes or any kind of backlines that's gonna be very very squishy. But I do not see the potential that Johnson's gonna be bringing in any kind of tournament so far. But I really like this Shuyo pick coming out from the side of Sentinel, because this seems like they know what they are doing. Their picking phase, not so much into this banning phase.
I mean, yes, the Johnson is a really great hero, but there were a lot of frontline options with him. There was a Hilda, there was a Carmilla, and also Gatwood was there, but still, I guess they don't want this hero, just driving around the map and just crashing onto their backliners. And here we can see the Forbidden, picking out the Highlands. This hero with the stun, with the sturdiness, gonna initiate fight as well, provide a lot of mobility onto the team fights with a glorious spot, giving them mobility as well, opening an escape route for whenever they are into a bad situation. But wait, the team BBH picking out the Freya. Oh my god, I'm seeing Freya after a very very long time.
Payback.
The Freya appearing right here might actually be a flexible position for BBH right now, because we have seen the Freya into the jungle, we have seen the Freya into the XP side, but mostly it's into the ranked games, not in the tournament. So it's gonna be a great thing to see where the Freya goes and who's gonna be targeting most of the time, because the 3 is so good against those tanky kind of jungles, and he's so good against the Lucas as well. So they have to be a little bit careful on how they approach their next draft, because for BBH they surely need those frontliners. So understanding the situation right here, Sentinels, they can take out this any kind of frontlining heroes that's going to be a threat for them. But for Sentinel, I feel like this is a very very good draft coming out from them, because they look like they do want to play for the front to back composition, because the first side is there, who's a high artillery mid, and it's just going to be so good. It's so good in targeting this Javier who had a range, but the first side cannot be competed against in any kind of range because he is always gonna have that early game advantage as well
May
because
the
of the
blood
wings
of
by
my
wings, the
enemies
mobility skill,
flow
and
through my
here he
spear.
has to be a little bit careful. He have to wait for those power spikes in order to match up with the Versa here into the mid lane.
I mean, that's true. The Barca has a lot of damage in early game comparing to the Xavier,
It is
and the
in
Xavier will be
despair
getting
that I
damage onto
see
the
the
late game,
fondest
but we can't
hopes.
deny the fact that Xavier with the Dawning Light will be giving a lot of vision and also damage, and with the Enchanted Talisman getting a lot of CD onto his skills, and we can already see onto the second banning phase. There is a Granger Mensitar ban coming in from the team BBH. I mean, the Granger is a really great hero onto the goal lane right now. He's dealing a lot of damage, and he is the reason, sometimes, and not sometimes, but many times I have seen, like, the team getting victory and getting the, chance to go on to the like next rounds, and sometimes the Granger becoming the MVP onto the grand finals. I have seen a lot, so why not ban this hero who is really doing great onto this season, onto the tournaments, onto the rank matches also.
Watching
And two
your
of the
battle
really great frontline are
rage
getting
grow
banned
hot.
out. I mean, the Carmilla and the Gatot with the Curse of Blood with the AOG would have been a really
Ashura,
great
Kaksei.
thing for the team BBH, but they didn't got a chance to pick it
The
up.
sun
But here
rises
we
when I
can
give the
see that
word.
they are going with the belt and the Hayabusa onto the jungle.
I really like this Hayabusa, but the Visitor ban might actually be a non-factor at this point because when you ban out the Visitor, you look like you want to use those high dash kind of heroes like the Link, like the Benedetta to even the Joy. But right now the Hayabusa is actually gonna be faring well against the Visitor, so I feel like they could have gone for a different route. But right now, for the side of Sentinels, they look like they want. I mean, they are looking for a serious drafting game. Into this banning phase, they quite lacked a bit into the first draft phase, but right now their position, their composition, it just looks so perfect because there's a lot of fun to back. The backliner is going to be hitting a lot with the Nathan, with the Farsa, and there's a frontliner Distractor with the Hylos who's going to be so good in soaking the damage in combination with the Revitalize. The sustain is going to be too much, and as well, the Suyo is going to be a very, very high factor into this game. So they look like they can take this early game. Meanwhile, for BBH, they have to be careful in this early game because they have a very, very late game composition.
I mean, yeah, that's
Welcome to
true. The
Mobile
team
Legends!
BBL save, and they need to like
5
engage
seconds
properly
till
and
the
get the
enemy
trades and
reaches the
give the
battlefield.
advantage onto their
Smash
teams.
them!
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. We are into the lane of Dot, and it's the second match of tonight between the team BBH onto the blue side and the team Sentinels onto the red side.
Mhm. This, they look like they are going to be doing good for Sentinels right here because we have looked into this early game. The position so far has been very, very aggressive, and this is what you get when you have a first line to your team. The fun is coming in, but look
First
at it,
blood!
Yuna.
Oh my god, that was a complete domination shown by the Team Sentinels. They literally went in and even took the first slot onto the Pandara. Oh my god. And that's the Suyo getting the kill onto the Freya. I mean, fading up a Suyo from the early game. It's a good, thing for the Team Sentinels because the Suyo, how much he get up and how much he will farm faster. He will get a lot of damage as a soul server like this, as well as Blade Server will be dealing a lot of damage also.
Mhm. I feel like this is where, for BBH, they have to be a little bit careful right now because looking at the position so far, for Sentinels, they are even in the high ground because the Natan, even though he's gonna be weak against the clean into this laning stage, into this laning phase, the Khalid is always gonna be there to provide any kind of aid that the destroyer. And at this point, the Suyo is also farming quite a lot, and they have to be careful, but for Sentinels, they can take any kind of aggression. They can take any kind of early game team fights because they have that early game potential. They have the aggression. They have the combination as well with the Hylos, who's gonna be providing a lot of skills. Who's gonna be providing the sustain too, and the CC that's gonna be coming out from combination as well. But look at the bot lane. Beast might actually be in trouble.
Oh my god, oh
Oh,
my god, onto the bot lane. A lot of things are going in. The glorious path is onto the play with the mobility. As well, Hayabusa are going with the first shadow. And the Khalid taking down the Beller. Oh my god, a lot of damage coming. The Feder that has been activated onto the Freya. And the Hayabusa getting shut down. Oh my god, also the first getting the kill, but still has been taken down by the Suyo. Oh my gosh, that was a really great trade win in for the team. Sentinels as well, the Khalid getting another kill onto the Xavier.
this is a good call for the side of Sentinels right here because they did manage to lose their Khalid, but the Khalid is just a rumor. They can risk to take out give away the Khalid for any kind of trade that they can look for, and maybe the start of this terror might actually be in favor of Sentinels right now because Suyo on paper, he's really gonna need this early game snowball potential because you do not want to give any kind of damage or any kind of skills, any kind of equipment towards the Hayabusa right here. But look at the position of Turtle so far.
Looking onto the river side, we can see that the studio getting the first neutral objective onto their hands, and the Hylos providing a lot of sustain over there onto the bot lane. But okay, he got the support from the teammates, and we can see the belly charging, but the Feather airstrike activated by the Farsa, and Freya going in alone, and that was the group coming in from the Freya and getting shut down by the Suyo.
Ooh, that was a close call, but Beast right now to the Freya. Oh, look at that! Lemon diving in, taking down full go just by one shot with the Soul Saver, dealing a lot of damage, and I feel like this is going to be the starting point for the Studio. Now he can just dive in. Look at that, Yuena!
I mean, that's crazy amount of damage by getting onto that trio, and he's taking away all the objectives onto his hands and also getting a lot of fate onto him. So he will be, snowballing a lot into this match, and the Hayabusa needs to, farm up and need to get onto the goal because they need to, target and look onto the goal, and we can see the Feder airstrike coming from Farsa. Oh my god, with that hit, the Tiger literally ate it all that clean.
Oh, the Tiger, showing out his ferocious side with that feather airstrike, perfectly targeting the queen with the perfect position. Even in the bush, he was able to read out where it's gonna be, and this is gonna be quite a lot of damage coming out from the high air artillery mix for this Farsa as well. And this is gonna be giving Nathan the upper hand that he requires into this laning game. The laning phases is where the Nathan is gonna be weak, and especially against those kind of heroes like the queen. But look at that, another kill falling into the hands of Tiger, and he's not gonna be topping.
I mean, his name is already Tiger, so he's gonna be the one who's getting a lot of kills onto his side. And he's rolling out with the Farsa right now with the Feather airstrike, taking them down and looking onto the Freya like she is not able to do anything in this situation, getting knocked out again and again. And here we can see another fight breaking and the using his ultimate, but the Freya will be able to fall back, and the Tiger taking down the lake with the Feather airstrike. Oh my god, a lot of damage coming in, and the front liners need to play it out safe from their side of the TP edge.
TBH doesn't have that required engager for their side. They have that the generic, but who's gonna be the detector because the Freya has been busy falling down to the hands of the side of Sentinels time and time again, and the build coming out from the Nathan in comparison to the Queen. He's on his second build, and when he gets the Fairy side in combination with the Holy Crystal, he's gonna be hurting a lot, but the Queen only had
oh my god, Alice is really low to the extent that the Fairy airstrike coming in fast, the fight and putting down the Hayabusa. Birds are providing a lot of mobility, and the pilot taking down the Clade, and that's the double kill for the Tiger onto the Pogo by PR.
Oh, yes, this is not looking good. This is absolutely worst scenario for the side of BBH right here because they do not have a chance for a comeback because the farm has been very, very low economy-wise, experience-wise, skill-wise. They are falling down time and time again, and these what the damage coming out from Lemon onto that Suyo against Suyo is going to be Snowball, who have the Snowball who have the lead, and whenever he get the chance to dive in, to give out a lot of HP base damage into the 10 tier members for the side of BBX, it's gonna be working. But look at that godlike for Tiger.
That's crazy. The tiger is eating up everyone right now with the feather strike, dealing a lot of damage. And Zuyo also literally giving a lot of damage. And look at the situation. Look at the scenario. The team Sentinels like literally like dominating. As you can see, another fight breaking in. And Zuyo taking down the Xavier. Meanwhile, yes, you're taking down. Oh my God, for example, like Xavier taking down the lead. The four members have already shut down a really great, team fight initiation by the Hunters, dealing a sustain, dealing a mobility as well. We are giving a lot of damage. And that's like, oh my god, he uses ultimate
Okay.
onto I don't know what, and the feather is like just eating him away.
11,000 gold lead inside of Sentinels against BBH, and there's no spacing, there's no time, there's no win condition for BBH to come back. This is a lot of gold lead. This is a lot of experience lead that they have, that Sentinels have. They were building up quite a lot into this early game, and they have a late game security as well. With the Nathan, he's gonna be coming along with a lot of damage when he's online. With when he gets this holy crystal into his hands again. Meanwhile, the late game potential for the side of BBX is only the Javer, who's not going to be doing much as of now because he doesn't have the required build. Javer needs a lot of build, a lot of equipment, a lot of safe spacing, and he needs a lot of frontliners to help him provide for his team to help deal a lot of damage and protect him from any kind of dive coming out from the opponent's side. But BBH, they do not have that. They do not have the required time. But look
Okay,
at
the
that.
feather strike coming on to the play, and the fight is securing the triple onto the Hayabusa. The glorious path providing a lot of mobility, and the Suyo taking down the Belarus, and the hidden also getting the kill onto the Freya. A complete wipe out by the Team Pennington as well. The Lord is back from the villain, and the crystal is still open up, and we can see the match ending here, and the Team Pennington are getting the win onto their hand. Oh my god, what was that,
Victory!
TV? Oh my god, crazy total domination, totally getting dominated out. What was that? I don't know what happened to Team BBH. They were literally lost like Alice into the Wonderland.
Mhm. This is what you call aesthetic, right? Because when you pick out those heroes that's going to be comfortable into this lane, you're going to be focusing onto the front line as well, because the Xavier into the first pick is not going to be looking good because there are so many options. There were so many options, especially those Harriets, those Hildas, those Gatot as well. The Gatot is being banned onto the second phase, but they do have a chance, but they opted out. Going for the Xavier, he's going to be countered quite a lot, and I do see that the counter is gonna be directly coming out from the first side as well, and it didn't work out because they do not have the frontliners. Belleric, when you talk about a Belleric, he's a frontliner per se, but he's not that much of a distractor because he needs those experiencers to be distracting the other teammates in order to give out the set with the surprise attack, with those Africa surprise, rest of Gerard time and time again, but it didn't work out well for them because Freya has been losing in the lane. There was a lot of pressure into the XP side as well because they know that Nathan is going to be firing with the clean. He's going to be behind. He's going to be wanting to go for the weak side. He's going to be wanting to go for this slow builds up onto these farms, onto these minions as well, just trying to take down a lot of gold for himself into this lane, being freezed in it as well. But for Sentinel, they were focusing solely onto the XP side and not enabling this Freya time and time again. And when even he tries to dive in, the first side is gonna be over there. He has the further airstrike time and time again with those low cooldowns with a lot of damage as well, and he have the spacing as well. He have his frontliners with the forbidden onto that Hylos as well. And Khalid, Abomination, he was such a menace for the backlines. Too much dive, too many raising sands from connecting time and time again. And I feel like this is gonna be where BBH, they have to be careful in how they're drafting and how they understand their skills and their heroes as well, because they were getting really stat checked by Sentinels right here.
I mean, that's true. The team coordination literally, because of that, they were like coordinating. They weren't able to farm a well. They weren't able to get anything onto their hand, neither objective, neither any goal. It's like Because of that, they'll like lost like tonight, and they will be practicing more. They will be getting better. So better luck next time, and we will be signing off for right now, and we will be coming back with a very short break. So guys, stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe the channel. and tonight here we are on to the fourth match, and it's between the team challenges on to the blue side and the team uses 7 on to the red side. And guys, on to the caster 6, I'm your caster Yuna. Along with me, I have my co-friend caster Zambi.
Yup, Yuna, how are you?
I'm doing well, and what about you, Zambi?
I'm doing well, I'm well and good, and here we come up with another interesting match between Team Challenger versus Yuzu 7. Whoa, so from the start of the
True
Challenger, they
love
got the first
is like
ban,
blood
and it
is
will be the
burning.
Carmela ban. It's kind of surprising to see the Carmela as the first ban. What do you think about that, Yuna?
I mean, yeah, it's kind of surprising because mostly, a lot of times, the Granger, the gold laners, or maybe, the mid laners get banned out early like Jushin and Cecilia, but it's not even a bad choice. I mean, this hero with the Curse of Blood having the CC onto her and as well sustaining damage and, giving a lot of healing. This is a really great hero,
Your
and you
team
should
is
be kind of
banning.
pairing the Carmilla because the Curse of Blood can, curse you with so many things onto the team fights. And looking onto the team Yuzu banning out the Batang, this hero is
Sir,
onto the
what's your
meta,
command?
dealing a
Your
lot of
team is
damage
banning.
and zoning them out onto the team fights. And also he can play it, onto the EXE or onto the room, and like he's doing a lot. So why not ban out this hero? And here we can see that the Fanny ban coming in. So Zambi, what do you think about the Fanny ban like coming in? And what do you think, like, which hero will be getting banned out onto this, another ban coming from the team
Only
Yuzu?
love and night
Your
Right,
are
team is
alright.
banning.
They
everlasting.
banned out the Fanny, and from the side of the user 7, they decided to ban out the Sicilian. And as for me, it's a very standard ban coming out from them, as Sicilian is really meta right now. He can deal damage. He got a lot of damage in the late game after getting up his stakes, and so yeah, it's a good decision coming out from the side of the user 7, and even from the side of the challenger, they decided to ban out the Fanny. So yeah, as we all know that Fanny is a meta hero right now. If you don't know how to counter her, it's better to ban out. So what do you think, what will they decide to ban right now?
I mean, Jushin is still open, but they can get onto
Time
their
to drop
hands.
the beat of the
Okay,
flag.
the
Your team
joy
is
getting
banning.
banned. How this hero is literally, very amazing to use onto the matches with the mobility she has, with the rhythm of joy as well, providing a lot of damage from the electrifying bits. And once she gets farmed up, she's gonna go onto the back line as well, dancing onto her beats and just take them down. And
To
she is a type of
experience the
jungler who's gonna
euphony
mow
of
down the
Your
suffering.
team is
tanky
picking.
frontliner, so are initiating those fights EXP. So it's better to ban her out if you don't want this little dancing trouble onto your opponents. And here we can see that the Granger getting banned out. I mean, the team challenges, they have the first pick, so there might be a chances they will go with the Granger. And Granger is a really amazing hero with his Tetsunata Rhapsody, providing a lot of damage as well, having the range advantage onto him. So let's see which hero the challengers will be picking up onto their first pick.
Yup, and they got the Suyu open, even the Zushin has been open. So yeah, even the Harriet is open. They can go for the Hylos, the Hilda, anything. It's really hard to predict right now from the side of the
The Immortal
Challenger.
One
What
chose me
will
to
they
Your
vanquish
decide
team
the
is
to pick?
picking.
shadows that
And it
plague
will be
this
the Suyu.
world.
As per I've said, even the Suyu, it's like it's too meta right now. Like it's really hard to counter that Suyu. If he gets some sort of kills, it's really hard to counter him after getting the spike onto his hand. He literally doesn't care about the turrets and uh, engages. He literally knocks
Luck
off
will
the
find a
uh,
way, even when all is
mages and the
forlorn.
marksmen. So yeah, it's really hard for the side of the Yuzu 7 to counter up this Suyu. And from the side of the Yuzu 7, they decided to pick the Vexana. So Yuna, what do you want to say about the Vexana pick?
I mean, well, Vexana is not a bad choice because the Vexana with the Eternal
The
God will be
hunt
giving a lot of
begins.
damage
Your
onto the
team
team fight
is
as
picking.
well. There is a Deadly Grabs, giving a lot of CC, and she is a really amazing hero. And if she has a really great, frontliner like the Hylos for the mobility, as well the Gatot with the AOG will be a really great combo if like they pick out these heroes. And we can't deny the fact that Vexana can be really annoying, giving a lot of CC and giving a lot of stunts. And here we can see that the Yuri picking up the Ruby. I mean, this hero, we can't forget her, the Wolf Girl, with a lot of what can I say, the regen and the life steal she goes, and with the I'm offended. If someone offends her, she is gonna use that I'm offended with the flicker combo, taking them inside the turret, not letting them to run away. So this is a really great hero, with the sustain and with the damage. And here we can see the beautiful lady with the lantern. The juicing is there onto the play. Like she was left open, so why not get her into their hands? This lady with the lantern will be annoying with the lantern flare, not letting the front liners to give up with setup. And with the Crimson Bacon getting the shield and getting a mobility onto her. And there is a Kodivore going with the Layla. I mean, this lady having a lot of damage onto the late game. The range she has, and with the Malefic gun, she will be having more range advantage and she will be dealing a lot of damage, a lot of pain. So, you better watch out onto the Layla.
Yeah, there is, and we can see that the Layla is being part of the challenge, and here we can see that the hype is picked out by the side of the User 7, and it will be the Murty. I would say the Murtis is a really good counter of that Suyu because of his second skill, he doesn't get stunned by the skill of the Suyu first attack. So yeah, it's a great counter pick coming up from the side of the User 7. But if they don't mark out that Layla and that Zushin, it will really be a problem for the side of the User 7. What do you think about that, Yuna?
I mean, well, that's true. I agree with you. Zambi, the Layla for the late game will be a lot of pain for them as well. The Jushin with the early game advantage to the late game, she will be dealing a lot. And here we can see there is Martis with the Dimension, and with the Asura Aura, he will be non-stoppable. So yeah, it's and as well, the Martis has a early game advantage onto his side. So if they can use that advantage, it will be very good. But here we can see onto the second banning phase, there is a Irithel and there is a Mincetar getting banned out. I mean, the Irithel with this recent patch buff she has a lot of damage, as well she has the mobility onto her, and she will be devouring them onto the late game. And as well, there is a Mincetar with the King's Calling will be literally not letting the Martis to go with his ultimate, and the Vexen also he will be targeting onto them. And like this hero is kind of a hero which will be annoying with the King's Calling, and there's Spirit Glory just poking you out like a Franco's Iron Hook. And here we can see another ban coming in, that is the Phobias ban. So Zambi, why do you think the Phobias get banned out in this match? Like, do you have any opinions onto this?
Yup, as they already banned out the Mincetar, it's the only counter of that Phobias. So yeah, it's better to ban out the Phobias too if you don't have Mincetar on your side, because it might cause them a trouble for the Vexana and for the Ruby in laning, because he got a lot of crowd control onto his side. The amount of damage he can do is insane.
Magic is my life.
Your team is picking.
So yeah, and coming out from them, and here we they're about to pick up an Angela. Will they pick an Angela?
Breaks through the darkness.
Nah, they're not going with the Angela pick. So I guess they are going with the Mia onto the goal. Later, Mia and the Layla are the really old gold laners, and they have a lot of damage, and we can't deny the fact that the Mia also, if she gets the farm onto her and if she wins the lane, she's gonna give a lot of pain and the troubles with her arrows. I mean, she has a lot of damage onto the late game, and this lady became becomes unstoppable, with his with her ultimate and with the wind nature. She will be dealing more damage and more survival onto her, and she will be eating up onto the late game. And Mia is the type of hero which you need to be scared of. And here we can see the team challenges
Your
going in
team
with the
is picking.
Tigrel and the Hylos. I mean, Hylos on the EXP, and the Tigrel will be roaming on the Implosion Flicker combo. And the Hylos with he will be sustaining a lot of damage as well. He's a really sturdy tank and giving a mobility with the glorious path onto the team fights, also opening the escape route for them. So this hero's gonna combo together. And here we can see the Kashi going with the Minotaur pick. I mean, Minotaur has the heal, and as well, he will be supporting a lot. And the Minimum Fury, he will be giving a lot, a good CC, a good setup. So both of the teams have already, like just done with the drafting, with the picking up the lineups onto their team, and both of the teams are looking really amazing, good, well onto the save. And Zambi, I wanna ask you, like, whose lineup, whose draft you prefer, like, like which draft is looking strong for you?
I mean, both teams they really got a good picks from both the side. It's really hard to decide right now. But as per me, as I always choose one team, but it like for this match, I will be supporting the challengers as they already got the Layla, the Suyu, the Hylos, and the Zushin. They got the four meta heroes onto their side. So yeah, they will be having an advantage if they know how to utilize that heroes. Uh, Utility. So yeah, and even from the side of the user seven, they picked up the crowd control
Welcome
from
to
their side. But
Mobile
here we
Legends.
jump into the land of Dawn, guys, and
5
it's the game
seconds till
number
the
four
enemy reaches
between
the
the
battlefield.
challengers versus
Smash them.
the user seven. Onto the blue side, we have the challenger, and onto the red side, we got the user seven. So yeah, as I was saying that even the user seven was has a good amount of crowd control as they got the Ruby, the Minotaur, and that Mia for the late game. So yeah, it's a great pick coming out from them. Even they have a good probability to win this game, but let's just see.
I mean, well, that's true, and usually it depends on how you're gonna execute those team fights, how you're gonna get your trades onto the hands, and how you gonna, engage onto everything. So it usually depends on the users and the gameplay and the team coordination. Here we can see onto the middle lane, the Juicy using the Lantern Flare, not letting the Vixen farm, but we can see that the Mark is coming in, the Lantern Flare not allowing him to, just go back, but he will be going on to his lane of blue buff. And also, the gold laners are onto their lane, the Mia and the Layla farming up, and I'm saying that the Ruby is onto the EXP lane, but meanwhile the Heights is with his team still. He's not going onto his lane, and we can see that the choosing link still annoying with the Lantern's lane, not allowing them to escape, and the fight popping in, and the first blood coming in from the Suyo onto the Martis.
Yes, it is as the four-member bank comes out onto the bottom lane, but here we can see a solo kill comes out from the side of the user 7 as the Mia just takes out that Layla on a solo basis. So yeah, the Mia might be in trouble, but decided to go back at the right time. The turtle will be spawning in 10 seconds. Both the teams are ready. They are not having much goal difference from both the sides. So yeah, both the teams are ready to take up this turtle as you can see on the mid lane. The flicker has been used out by the Zushin.
I mean, the juice using the her resources, her spell before the turtle fight is kind of a like disadvantage, but still she will be able to do it because there is a true front line standing in front of her, and there is a lantern flare not letting them to go into the fights, and there is a turtle fight going on onto the river side.
Yes, and here we can see that the lantern it's really disturbing that Murdy's alone, and the Murdy's might be in trouble. Yes, he will be taken out by the three members. Here we can see the hook coming out from that Ruby, and the Hylos will be taken out, and the turtle has been secured by the side of the challenger. Here we can see another gang coming out from the side of the challenger, and the two members are dead from the side of the user 7. They got the turtle onto their side and even the kills.
I mean, the team the challengers, they got the objective onto their hands, and just letting them let some goal it. And also the fight was really amazing. The Hylos was looking into the trouble, but he got the team support with glorious path, having the mobility as well. He was sustaining, and he got the kill. But over that fight, overextension just came in from the Hylos, and the Ruby with the very beautiful and offended just take him inside the turret and got the kill. Though the fight was getting onto the team U7, but the Eternal got popping in as well. The implosion was there, and the whole team, the Suyo was also there as well. The Jushin being annoying with the Lantern Flare, not like letting them go away, and somehow they got the trades onto their hands. I mean, 4 trades from the early phase as well as the getting the objectives. This is really great sign for the team challenges, and she is still annoying out the Vexana onto the mid lane, not letting her farm up, not letting her come outside with the Lantern Flare. And here we can see onto the goal lane as well. Attention is building up. There is a Tigrel, there is a Minotaur giving out the vision, and I guess another fight will be soon happening.
Yup, and here we can see that the Suyu securing that kill onto that Minotaur. The Minotaur out of position, and he got finished by that 3 members gang onto the Reaper side. And here we can see that even the Vexana is low. The Halos is chasing for that Mia. The Mia might be in trouble, uses up the ult. Okay, here we can see a miss flicker has been used out by that Tiger.
Oh my god, that was, literally crazy, getting the Minotaur using his Minion Fury out of nowhere, but not even surviving. The Jushin not letting those heroes, start those fights, and we see a lot of fight going in again.
And here we can see that the Suyu might be in trouble. Yes, he will be taken out, and even the Minotaur will be taken out. The shutdown, the Vexana gets the shutdown, and here we can see even the Murtis will be taken out by that Layla. And here comes the double kill from that Mia. It might be a triple kill for her. She's poking out. Okay, here comes the Maniac. An unexpected Maniac comes out from that Mia. So what do you want to say about that, Yuna?
I mean, I already told them we can't underestimate the Mia because she has a lot of damage. She has a lot of critic damage as well. She has the woman's speed, and she will be eating up alive when she's gonna farm up well. And as well, the misposition the team challenges, they were great into the shade, but still the position was not that much good onto the team fight, and that literally take them down. And like letting the team uses 7 getting the trades as well. The Mia going in, though the Jushin used the Crimson Bacon with the flicker, but she was really low onto the HP, and this Mia took her down. And here we can see also the second objective going into the hands of the team uses 7. I mean, at first they were literally lagging back, and they weren't able to make any trade. They were not into the good shape. They were not able to coordinate, but right now they are making a comeback, covering up some goal difference as well, getting the trade onto their hands. But still onto the middle lane, the Jushin with the Lantern Flare not letting the Vexana farm up, and not letting the Minotaur to just give out the proper vision, and she is using the Crimson Bacon, and we can see another fight will be popping out onto the middle lane. Attention is well to the pawn.
And here comes the ultimate from the Tiger. The Blur Stalker has been used out by the Hylos, and even the ultimate from that Minotaur, but the Zushin will be keep poking out that Minotaur, and the Minotaur will be taken out by that Suyu. A great counter engage coming out from the side of the challenger, as we can see onto the scoreboard. The goal difference lies on the favor of the Yuzu 7, as we can see that the Mia is holding the 700 lead. If they don't counter her, it will really be a trouble for them. So what do you want to say about that, Yuna?
I mean, a well played out team fight, by the challenger, the implosion coming into the play, as well as Glorious Path giving the mobility, and there were 2 from Lannis sustaining damage, and there was the Juicing with Lantern Flare giving a damage and not letting them to start a smooth fight. The Minotaur jump in, but they're onto the fight. The Minotaur didn't have his teammates around close to him, and he was only out there, and he got killed out onto this. And we can see another fight coming, and the Vexana getting shut down.
Yep, and here we can see great engagement. Yep.
Okay. I mean, the glorious part is really playing a very, important role into this team fight. The Hilo is giving a lot of sustain, initiating fights, and giving the mobility with the glorious part, as well as Tiger setting up a good setup for team, and the Suyo getting a damage spike onto him and going in, as well as Jushin with the lantern flare not letting them, like have a proper smooth team fight, and also like just throwing them out the front liners. And here we can see another fight coming in.
Yup, and even the Minotaur will be taken out by the Prime member, and even we can see that the Mia might be in trouble. They're extended a little too much, but the Mia decided to go back, and she just base, and you can see that it's already extended a little too much, and he needs to be punished for that extension, and he was punished for this. And here we can see a double kill coming out from the side of that Suyu. A great gameplay here we can see from the Suyu. He's of the pack liners, as I've already mentioned. He's leading with the 6,200 goal lead, holding all the goals onto his side. Here we can see another engage offering up onto the mid lane. The Lantern Prayer and that glorious pathway worked out very well, and they just took the double kill. The Zushin got the double. So Yuna, what do you want to say about that?
I mean, looking in this fight, looking everything, okay, Zambi. Right now, the team challenges are leading with the 7k goals on their hands, and the Jushin not leading anyone, get a smooth team fight with the Lantern Flare, annoying them a lot and taking a lot of damage. Look at that Jushin, just killing them down and taking the trades. Oh my
Up
god.
and here we kill has been secured by that Vexana, a great ultimate coming out from the side of the Minotaur, and Vexana took the kill onto her hand. And here we can see that the goal difference has got in the favor of the side of the challenger, as they are leading with 5k gold. They are leading with 5k gold ahead, but they don't have any turn onto their side, and the Lord has already arrived.
I mean, oh my god. The team challengers are dominating out there, having the map control onto their hands as well. The team uses 7 there. All the tier turrets have already fallen down from the mid, from the bottom, and from the top, and that's giving a lot of opening for the team challenges. Another fight coming in. The glorious path is onto the play. The Minotaur has already used, but the shit getting the kill onto the U. And that's the mega kill for the Suyo onto the Minotaur. Meanwhile, the Mart is split pushing out and taking the tier turrets off the top lane.
And here we can see an uncontested Lord coming out from the side of the user 7, and the challengers will be taking this Lord very easily, as they are leading with 5k gold ahead. Yeah, as you can see there, the damage of Layla has already came up. If they don't counter this Layla, now they need to suffer that damage on on them. So yeah.
I mean, well, and looking on to the scenario, all the situation, the team challenges already getting the lot onto their hand and is marching from the middle lane and getting the 6k goals onto them. And right now they're having the upper hand, they're having the damage spike, but still it's a first blood. The team, user 7 will be able to defend out because they have the Mia getting a lot of damage onto her, but the team uses 7, they need to set a good fight onto their hands, but the Minotaur initiating the fight over there.
And the first pathway has been already activated by the Hylos, and here we can see that the crowd control coming out from the Minotaur, but wasn't able to defend the Ruby and the Minotaur. The 3 members are dead from the side of the UZ7, so yeah. And even from the side of the challengers, they already lost the 2 members onto their side. So it's a trade for trade. Here we can see, but they are locking up the towers, the average tower, the Midland tower is in danger. I don't think so. They will be able to defend up that tower, and the side of the challenger.
I mean,
so, I want to ask the question: the overextension coming out from the side of the challenger would cause them a loss?
Like you are, the team challenge is already having the upper hand in everything. They are dominating. They have the map control. They have the goal lead. They have everything right now. But still, overextending a lot can change the scenarios because every time a minor mistake can change the whole match. And if that minor mistakes comes out, the opponent team will be getting that time and just getting everything onto their hands because the opponent team are onto the pressure, onto the tension, and they are looking for an opportunity to pop out where they can make some comeback, where they can got the trades onto their hand. And there is a Mia, the U with the Mia has a lot of damage, and if they make a minor mistake, that will be a really bad for them because the Mia gonna eat them alive, because the Mia has a lot of damage and she will be going in for the fight from the back. And there is a Minotaur, so the Minotaur will be sustaining.
Okay, another fight occurs near speed, and Mia was successful in taking that Zushin. She's really dealing a high amount of damage from the side of the U7, and here we can see that the Evolved Lord has already arrived. As the challengers are lacking with one members onto the boat, so they are not having an advantage onto their side. But from the side of the U7, they are not having the goals onto their side. They're lacking with goals. But here we can see that the Mia has overextended a little too much. The glorious pathway has been activated by that Hilo, by the three-member gang coming out from the side of the challenger, took out that Mia, and I think it will be another uncontested lot from the side of the Yuzu 7, and it will be an easy lot for the challenger. So, what do you want to say about that overextension coming out from the side of that Mia?
The team, the challenges were already starting with a lot, and she needs to, be careful. She can't go alone out there. Like, she is not a Bahubali of the team. She is a backliner, and she needs her frontliner up there to, give out the vision. She didn't have any vision. She didn't have anyone in front of her. Four of them members were at back, and she just went in, and because of that, the glorious path was there, and the Suyo just take her down.
Yup, and I think it might be an end for the side of the Yuzu 7. They're locking up the crystal. They got the crystal onto their hand, and the challengers won this game with
Victory!
huge differences. They were leading the whole game. So yeah, here
The
we
team challengers played out so well. They had a really great team composition. Not only the team composition I'm talking, the team coordination also. Every time they were into the fights, everyone was engaging up. Everyone was playing out so well. The Justin with the lantern flare, just annoying the frontliners. The Hydras providing a lot of mobility with the glorious path as well, sustaining a lot of damage every single time. The Hydras was present at front to take every single damage for the team as well. The Tidal giving a great setup. The Layla was playing good with her damage coming from the back, and the Suyo was there. He was going in, taking down the backlands, and coming out with his mobility. As the team used the 7, their team was good. The Mia literally played out so well. She was having a lot of damage. She was getting the trades for the team, but still, she was going alone sometimes. She was going without the vision, and she was getting caught up. And the me, the Ruby was, using her I'm offended very well, taking them inside the turret. But every time I saw the Minotaur was there, but he wasn't able to play it out that well. He was giving out the visions, but whenever he was initiating his fights, his members was little far away, and whenever he was in, the whole team just jump upon him, and his members were late. I've noticed that thing, and the Vixen was also doing great. But the team uses 7. They had a great drop, but still, their team coordination was not that much of good, and lacking the team coordination, and losing a lot of objectives, and having a really low goal lead onto their hands as well. So I guess because of that, they weren't able to catch up with the team challenges, and I guess a little bit of communication problems. So yeah, they can walk on to this, and they will be better on to the next time. And here we are ending this match, and we will be going on to the very short break, guys. So just stay tuned and don't forget to subscribe the channel. And we will be very back again soon with another very amazing, interesting match.
তুই চাল চলে গেছিস
হ্যাঁ